Good morning to everyone. I'm Father Ken Sampson, pastor of Sacred Heart Parish in Medford. It is today Wednesday, September 23rd. I have to look down just to confirm the day because time is moving in a confusing fashion in the aftermath of the fire here. We've just kind of had a gathering of our staff today to assess how well we're doing in all of this. We're all exhausted. We're all stressed out. None of us are operating at our optimal level, but we are also all filled with joy and hope because of the aid that we're able to give and the ways that God has blessed us. I just read a quote yesterday from St. John Paul II saying that suffering can bring forth beauty if it is received in love with Christ and with love. And I feel like we're experiencing that here locally. And so, in addition to some of the other videos we're posting here on our website, I wanted to take the opportunity to post a general thank you video for the aid that we have received, not only from across Oregon, but from across the country. So, hopefully, on our webpage for the next few days, we'll have 4 videos available for you. One will be just the initial response I gave after the fire, which started officially 2 weeks ago now. It seems like forever ago, but the Alameda fire started on September 8th and brought with it great devastation. So that initial response video is still on, and then we will also have footage of the aftermath of the fire. I don't think it captures really the full force of it. I think in many cases these flames were moving 30 and 40 miles an hour or faster, and many people reported that the flames were 50 feet high, and they just consumed everything in their path. They left an estimated 3,000 to 4,000 families homeless at this time, and they're still sort of collecting information about the devastation. We're still contacting families who have been kind of separated or have fallen out of the communication gap, but your help has been wondrous. Anyway, you'll be able to see some of the aftermath of the devastation from a YouTube video. I'm also posting a video from Archbishop Sample. This was his message of support to Southern Oregon, and we're grateful for that and for his visit to us just recently, and then I'll include this video as well. So I do want to start at the very top with Archbishop Sample himself. He asked if it would be helpful at one point if he could come down and be with us in our time of need. The local pastors at first, we debated and discussed it because we didn't have power in a lot of places. There was still a lot of chaos. Hotel rooms were mostly being taken up by people who were displaced. Half of our staff was evacuated still. So it was a chaotic time, and we weren't sure if that was the better idea. So we asked him to make a video. But the next day, wonderfully, he contacted us and said he had just come out of a time of prayer and he felt the Holy Spirit was telling him to come. So I took a deep breath at first and accepted this new reality, but I've never been so happy to be wrong about our recommendation that he delay his visit, because his visit was very important. He was able to join us for 2 masses here, and especially in our Hispanic community that was hit so hard. Many people were brought to tears just by the fact that he was there with us and expressing his love. And so we thank him. We also thank him for aid that he is helping to bring our way. He's asked for parishes to support us. We've received 2 $10,000 gifts from 2 parishes in the north so far, and we're so grateful for that. We want to thank those parishes right now. That is Our Lady of the Lakes Parish in Lake Oswego and Holy Trinity Parish in Beaverton. I also got a call from Aloha Parish expressing a desire to be of assistance to us, and possibly other aid will come in the future. We want you to know that the aid you send is immediately going out the door. As of this week, we will have already distributed close to $65,000 worth of aid right out of our parish office here. Ultimately, we're anticipating giving out $150,000 of aid from just our parish community. We're contributing and committing to that. All that money will surely be distributed before the end of this month. So I know that time is of the essence, and we're only able to help to a certain limit with each family, but so far we've helped almost 600 people, and in total about 120 families. We've also adopted 5 families. So we were in the middle of a building project in which we had 2 old rectories that were scheduled to be decommissioned, demolished in order to make space for a future faith formation center. All of that is on hold now, and we reconnected utilities. We have 16 people living in those buildings, and that's 5 families. The average family size that we've been assisting is at least 5 members, and there will be 2 more days of families coming in today and tomorrow where we will continue to extend aid that way. We're also helping with all of the aid stations in town. In the beginning, I think this was close to about 200 aid stations. We've contacted each one of them through a team of volunteers here at our parish to find out how long each station will remain open, what materials they're running out of, where they need volunteers, where they might need financial assistance. So we want to share among our abundance as well, because as I said, 42,000 people have been affected by this fire. In my estimation, this is the greatest disaster that has ever occurred in Southern Oregon in modern times, and to the scale of damage that has been caused. So we want to do our best to support one another. Also with St. Vincent de Paul, I just got off a call from them, and we're working in close conjunction. Down here in Southern Oregon, we have one St. Vincent de Paul for all of Jackson County. It's supported by 3 Catholic churches locally, and so we're in a big, strong partnership with them. They're getting aid from all around the United States, as we also likely will at some point. And with our local Knights of Columbus, they just got a couple of large pallets of supplies for people they were distributing out of their hall. And even today, I just was informed they received 200 cots for emergency distribution. So daily we're getting supplies, and your contributions as parishes will really help with that. So far, besides the $150,000 that our parish is contributing, we have received nearly $70,000 of aid from outside of Medford, and as I say, it's immediately going out to people. We want to thank the local ecumenical community as well, because they've reached out to us with their abundance initially. A number of them do not really have a significant Hispanic percentage of their community, but they know the Hispanic community especially was hit hard here. So after tending to the needs of their own communities, they've reached out to us to offer us further aid, and that's been amazing. Even more amazing on some level is the number of people who've come forward who are not necessarily traditionally a religious people. They're not affiliated with the faith community. They're just people of goodwill. We've probably received close to $40,000 from just strangers who came into our office and said we might be a good distribution point, and they gave us what they could. 2 of those people were members of St. Anne's Parish in Grants Pass. They heard Father Bill Holtzinger preach about our situation after he'd come down for a couple of hours observing us distributing aid, and so one gentleman came in and made out a check for $25,000 and departed, and another made a donation of $8,000. So these are the kinds of things we're witnessing, but also on the scale of volunteering and making themselves available. Anybody who has a camper, trailer, or mobile home has opened it up to families. People have opened up spare rooms in their homes to take people in. Some people are still camping out, and people have lent materials for that purpose. Everybody has given clothing and food, and people are beginning to reach out more directly to roll up sleeves and volunteer. And I really think that is the good fruit of our human nature, that sometimes comes out in times of crisis. I'm proud and happy to say here in Southern Oregon, it is easy to see. It is around us everywhere, and our school is helping with aid as well. So uh, every institution I'm aware of around here, including retail businesses, have donated supplies. The local hospitals have helped. Community services, different types of community centers are reaching out, and we are coming together in a beautiful way. It's particularly wonderful to see when everything in the evening news is about division and conflict. That is not a thing that's currently on display down here as we get through this crisis together. So I just want to say a great big thank you to my brother priests out there, to faith communities from across the state and across the country, to Archbishop Sample and his staff, who are currently also working to help us with the Mexican consulate and getting people down here who can assist with immigration types of questions. Uh, it's just been amazing. So our hearts are big and full, and they are warm, and we want to just send our love back to you for all the love you've sent our way. Thank you and God bless. We'll try to keep you updated on our progress here, but we are still in the first waves of this. We are still short on sleep. We are still just tending to very basic needs right now. So for those who've not had a chance to assist, any aid that you can offer would be greatly appreciated. And as I say, it goes out immediately to people in need. We're trying our best as a goal to have a 24-hour turnaround on any aid that we receive. In this month, it's a race to get that help to people who need it most. God bless you, and we continue to pray for each other and support each other from afar. It's a reminder to me in these moments that the body of Christ really is a universal church, and we feel your love. So God bless you, and thank you once again.